11th Street or on Highway 231 in Youngstown.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linden. Call 850-320-8388.
In 2026, come on down to that boot store and pick out something that'll help make 2026 a year to remember. Choose from one of the largest selections of Western wear and accessories you'll find in the area and at an affordable price. For the hard worker, there's name brand Carhartt work clothes at all the right sizes with plenty to select from. That boot store, Tuesday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City. That boot store, where God is good all the time.
Looking to upgrade your truck? It's Blue Diamond Truck Accessories in Panama City. They sell, service, and install it all. Light kits, bed covers, bumpers, winches, lift kits, and any trailer hitch you can imagine. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, just west of Frankfort Avenue on 15th Street. Find Blue Diamond Truck Accessories on Facebook or call 850-914-0265. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, 850-914-0265.
Northwest Florida's home for college football bowl games. WGSX Lunan and WPLQ Port St. Joe.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Powered by Panama City Toyota. And now, the Gulf Coast's newest sports talk host.
Hey, there's the new guy.
Paul Wilson.
That is not winning football.
Paul is your pipeline to the heart of the action.
The defense can only play this good for so long.
Hot takes, big reactions, and your calls are incoming.
This week, it's really going to be crucial.
The Sports Blitz.
They're playing championship football.
The new Sports Blitz.
You can say what you want.
On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Time it is. It's 4 o'clock on a Thursday, Fiesta Bowl Thursday, and you're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget, you can call in, you can text in on the Red 70s phone line, 850-215-6290. And don't forget, tonight, right after the show, Miami versus Ole Miss, right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We're pumped up and ready to go. We're already ready for this game to start. And as always, on a Thursday, Brian Austin, we call him Stone Cold. How you doing today, Brian?
Doing good, man. Good to be back.
Yes, sir. You got the you don't have the Longhorn hat on. You got the crawfish hat on.
Crawfish season, man.
Because the crawfish, is that how you say it? Crawfish. It's not crawfishes. No. It's crawfish.
It's crawfish.
But if we call them crawfishes, if they want to eat them, right?
That's it.
You call them what you want.
You want. Yeah.
That's right. And as always, on a Thursday, we got the Bone Crusher in the building. How you doing, Bone Crusher?
All right. Those, man, the crawfish at Lone Star and Off the Hook. Man,
yeah, they're so good.
That stuff, man.
And they're just really good. And the thing is that Brian cooks them all, and that's the thing. Like he and his staff take care of you over there. So go ahead and go into it. What do you got going on this weekend all the way through for these next 5 days, because there's some great football about to happen?
Next 2 nights, watch parties for both the games. For obviously Ole Miss, Miami tonight, Indiana, Oregon tomorrow. Then Saturday is our crawfish season kickoff party. So from 3 o'clock until people are done eating crawfish, we're going to be there boiling up a whole lot of crawfish all day long.
We'll have,
yeah, it's going to be a long night with the NFL playoffs on the Jumbotron, so it's going to be a day, that's for sure.
Man.
And Sunday, the same thing. We're going to open up at 10 o'clock in the morning for a Jaguars pregame party, because we are a Jaguars bar. We're a Cowboys bar, but for my wife's sake, we're also a Jags bar. So, Yeah, should be a great time with crawfish, too. So.
Yeah, so you'll have that. And then Monday night, still
Back
got
open.
it back open again.
Steelers, Texans. So,
That's right. So you got every single night. So if you can't make it one night, you can make it one of the nights because there's so many nights, and you've got all the TVs all going to be on the games. There's not a bad seat in the house.
Not.
And everything's going to be ready to go. Your staff is ready to go, and to wait on all the people. And that's the fun part is that y'all are going to be waiting on everybody. And then even watching the game while you're waiting on it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
that's why I got a Jumbotron out there, though. I can see it clearly from my crawfish cooking area, so it's all good.
And the thing is don't go and sit in your car and watch it. Get out there with everybody, and the weather's going to be really nice. Everything's going to be awesome. So it's going to be a really, really, really fun time. But let me ask you this. So tonight's game, obviously, is nobody that you have – or do you have a side team? Because Jeffrey, he always has side teams.
Absolutely not. Not when it comes to college.
So you're straight up Texas only.
That's it.
And so tonight you could care less.
No, I mean, it's tough. We have regulars for both of these teams that we really like. So it's hard for me to pick against one of them.
Okay, he's lying because he doesn't really have a side team. What he really has is preferences.
Yeah.
So if Texas A&M's playing a team that he really doesn't care about, guess who he's pulling for?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's everybody's that way, though.
I mean, I do have a side team because my daughter goes to Ole Miss. I get that. Understand that. Actually, he does have a side team because the Cowboys and the Jaguars.
That's NFL.
But that's because his wife is a Jaguars fan, so he kind of has to by default.
And look, my wife is an Alabama fan, but I'm not going to ever say that is my side team.
I think he had Alabama shirt on the other day when I saw
don't
him.
ever.
So Houston's playing LSU in the bowl game. Who's you pulling for?
Houston.
See, he's got preferences.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has preferences.
See, but he's kind of denying it. He's like, he don't care either way.
I
you
really
watch the game.
It really doesn't. Now, I told you I wanted Miami to win because of being in Florida, being in the state of Florida. But other than that, I mean, whether the U is back or the U is gone, I don't care.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So don't really bother me at all.
Yeah.
That's the deal. So let me ask you this. We got to talk about it. The portal. We got all kinds of stuff going on with the portal. There's a lot of kids that have left. Out of all the ones that have left, who did you not like leaving? Was it the wide receiver?
Yep.
What is the running back?
Parker.
Yeah.
And the fact that he went to Oklahoma.
How does that make
and was Arch Manning's roommate.
How does that make you feel?
That's ridiculous. Like, man, how do you... I just don't understand how you play for one team and you should just absolutely despise your rival. You should never want to even set foot on that campus.
And the thing is that, you know what it all boiled down to? So everybody come out and finally said what they were going to say, and it all came down to one thing and one thing only: money. It was money.
That's all it is.
It was money.
There's
It was
no loyalty.
No, it was playing time also.
No, it wasn't. It was not. No, it was not.
The bringing the Auburn wide receiver in.
He's not there yet.
But
he will be there.
Alabama
They
is
told him.
in the line to sign him right now.
Man.
So
It's 50-50 between Alabama and Texas.
Derek Nix just signed with Alabama.
Yeah.
He was the wide receiver coach at Auburn. There you go.
A little slip in
A
there.
little slide in there, yeah. So, but what I'm saying is with all of this being said, that was probably one of the shockers for me because there's videos of him talking against Oklahoma.
I know.
And then now he's going there for a couple of more 100,000 because basically it was 400,000 or 500,000 is what they were offering, and he wanted more. He felt like he was worth more than that. And Oklahoma said, "Yeah, you are worth more than that, and come on over." So now,
he's dead to me now.
Oh,
yeah, he is dead to me now.
What about Wisner going to Florida State? How does that make you feel?
That's probably good for him.
You think so? Because you got C.J. Baxter. Did he leave?
He's gone. I don't remember if he's no. He's him and DeAndre Moore visiting Colorado.
Okay.
So it looks like.
So you're okay with everything that's going on right now, as far as you trust Sark or what?
I guess. God, we need an offensive line, though, and I haven't seen much movement in the offensive line portal. That's the most important thing.
Well, the LSU guy came over.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
But outside of that, that's been it. Y'all have lost definitely more than you've gained.
Yeah.
And which that's kind of the across the board for most teams right now. But
I'm okay with that. If you want, I'd rather have a team of guys that are recruited and brought in and staying on that team. But
that day's gone.
I know.
Unfortunately, those days, I think they're numbered. I really do. The only thing I can say is unless the College Football Playoff Committee or College Football, NCAA, whatever they can do to somehow get antitrust laws set up into the zone to where they make you sign a 2-year contract. That would be the only way to do that.
Has to.
Where you would see teams being good for 2-year spans and having some familiarity with the team that you have going forward. So, I mean, obviously, that's not even in the books. That's not even been mentioned.
Nope.
But, I mean, that right there would probably solve it.
I think there's a better chance of them limiting a person going to just 3 different schools overall than the 2-year deal like you're talking about. I don't think the 2-year deal is ever going to happen.
Yeah. You're saying knock it down to where they only can go to 3 schools in their career?
6 years or 7 years, however they give
8
them now.
years.
It's about 8 or 9 years now.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's nuts. TJ Finley's the worst right now.
God.
Yeah, and you can't say kids anymore because some of these guys are 22, 23, 24 years old.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're playing against 18 and 19-year-olds. That's like the oldest team in the playoff is the Indiana Hoosiers. So there you go. 64.7% of their team starters are transfer portal
and
adults.
They're doing it
They're
again.
not kids.
They have reloaded in the portal.
Yeah, they're doing the same
Reloaded.
thing. And now you do have to be able to coach them because you got, so did Mike Norvell. And obviously he was on the bottom spectrum of that whole build your team off of the portal. And Indiana just they've hit lightning in a bottle, so to speak, with the ones that they've gotten this year and last year. So I guess that's just how it works. But anyway, we were going to talk about the Cowboys. I just let me ask you this. So it's been we've got a lot of stuff going on in the NFL now. Now it seems like the NFL is starting to be like the college. They want to get rid of their coaches, just not in the middle of the season. So let me ask you, how do you feel about 2 coaches that's been mentioned here in the past day or so? Mike McCarthy. You like the guy?
Yeah, he was a good coach. I mean, hell, we won a lot of games with him. He just couldn't win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But, I mean, every year we were there in the playoffs at least. And now,
Yeah.
I like McCarthy. He's going to be a good coach somewhere else.
He's going to get picked up. Somebody's going to give him a job. I would give him a job. Yeah. If I was a coach or if I was a team owner somewhere, that'd be the guy I'd go after because he could steady the ship. Like you said, he may not be a flash in the pan, but he's going to get you ready to go. And everywhere that he's been, he's won. So that's what I would say. Now, the other name, Jason Garrett, he's been mentioned. He's actually interviewing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I have nothing good to say about Garrett. No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Man, never. I would never, ever hire a coach that, no matter what we do, I mean, we throw a pick 6 and Jason Garrett's on the sideline. Just clapping away, just smiling. We called him Old Clappy. That was his name because that's all he did. He showed no emotion. There was no fire under him at all. No.
I've never hated a winning coach for my team. I hated a losing coach.
But did Jason Garrett win?
Jason Garrett didn't really win. I mean, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, it was always kind of mediocre type.
Did he get there when Romo was
He was there with Romo.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was that one run where Dez dropped the ball against Green Bay.
Yeah.
That was probably their best team that they had that they could have made the run out. But, yeah.
Well, and, with this week, tonight starting it all off, Miami, Ole Miss, and having to talk about them. We're going to go to the Red 17s phone line. We got Mike on the phone talking about the college football playoff. Mike, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm fine, Bob. Welcome back on 104.3 ESPN Radio. I missed you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that.
Let me touch on this football thing. I heard what you were saying about Garrett and Romo. I wouldn't hire Garrett if my life depended on it, because the way Garrett talked like he was against the cow. he didn't do any fire on the Cowboys. Now, question for you, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to win tonight and tomorrow night? And who do you think is going to win the championship of college football?
Oh, I don't know about who's going to win the championship. I'd like to take some time. I really believe that Miami is going to win this game tonight. I think they're going to be able to do the things that they need to win. I think they'll be able to run the football, even though I was corrected a little bit yesterday that Kewan Lacey definitely has way, way, way better stats than Fletcher does at the running back from Miami. But I just feel like Miami's going to be able to impose their will on the defensive line of Ole Miss. And so I think they're going to be able to run the football. And if they can run the football against Ole Miss, I think that'll be the key to victory for them tonight.
I don't see it happening. And I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan, but I don't think it's gonna. I could be wrong, but I don't think they're gonna win simply because I like the Ole Miss offense and defense. They're the quickest to stop any forward progress because of their defensive offense. And the Indiana Oregon game, I think Indiana's going to win that one hands down. And then you're looking at the final, Ole Miss and Indiana. I could be wrong, but I hope Indiana takes it all.
You're going to be a Big Ten homer on me, aren't you? I knew you were going to do that, Mike.
Hey, what do you think of the Michigan hire?
I mean, it's stability. I think that's going to be, a stable. I don't think he's going to do anything crazy. I don't think he's going to hire a secretary and pay her $100,000 and talk to her on Facebook or anything like that. So there you go.
But you got one thing against him. He's 66 years old.
Yeah.
And he signed a 5-year contract. And from what I've been hearing, they only want him for a couple of years, and then they're going to move on from they're going to move on with another coach.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe you're right. I think that's going to happen. I think Whittington will steady the ship. He'll get them through maybe 1 or 2 years, and then he'll step away for whatever reason, and then they'll hire who they want.
Mike,
for you,
Mike,
what happened to what?
Out of all the alumni that Michigan's ever had, who's the one alumni that you would want to come back and coach the team other than Harbaugh, obviously?
Other than Harbaugh, I really don't know. I know Carr's too damn old.
Yeah.
What
if Tom Brady came back?
Oh, hell no. I don't like Tom Brady. Oh, hell no. No. Please. Not Tom. You know he's the NFL owner. He's part NFL owner of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, he'll have to stay up there. That's right.
Cheaters.
Oh, man.
All right, Paul. Get out here and listen to you. But welcome back, buddy. And
yes, sir.
I'll call you tomorrow.
All right, Mike.
Bye,
thank you so much. We missed you too, man. Thank you for calling.
Why don't we give it to Brian? Brian, what's the Longhorn alumni that you would like to come back and coach Texas? One guy, and it's not Major Applewhite, I know.
Man.
I know who he's coming. I know who he's going to say. Colt McCoy. I knew exactly. I knew it. He's got the name. Yeah. But let me just tell you, right before we came on the show, I will say that I read, it's unfortunate, but Bevo has entered the transfer portal. He said that the meat has went up and his NIL evaluation did not follow, so he's going to go find himself somebody else to pay.
You got to pay him.
Bevo, the Longhorn, has got to be paid.
So, okay, I'm not going to use the word hatred, but dislike. A&M, Oklahoma. Is Texas Tech now the third one?
No.
In the list? No. Who is it? Who would it be?
Georgia.
Ooh, wow.
Well, that's his. That's his because.
No, that's me speaking for all Longhorn fans.
Yeah,
at the same time.
He hears all that barking. He hates the barking. His whole thing is that barking just gets on his nerves. But you know what gets on the other people's nerves?
Do that?
Oh yeah,
they're barking.
Yeah.
Wow. So let's talk about it. We only have a couple of minutes. Let's talk about those Jaguars because you are pumped up about the Jaguars. And that's the thing about it. He's excited about it. His wife's excited about it. And they're going to have a party. Tell us about the party and what time and all that starts.
10 o'clock in the morning. We'll open up. We're going to have $1 Bush, $1 Natty leading up into the game.
Wow.
We'll be doing some breakfast, burritos, everything. It's going to get a little crazy over there. So the Bills fans are going to be down the street at another place, and all the Jaguars fans around here are going to be at our place. So
I don't even know any Bills fans here.
They're here.
They're here.
Yeah, as soon as I made that post last night saying that we were having the watch party, all the Bills fans got on there. Go Bills, go Bills, go Bills, go Bills.
Well, you know how the Bills are. They're what do they call them? The Mafia?
Bills Mafia. It could all be snowbirds too down here right now at the same time.
So I mean, but this is going to be good on good. I mean, you got to say that this year. The shocker to everybody is Trevor Lawrence's play with Liam Cohen calling the shots. But everybody calls Josh Allen Superman. I mean, he is. He's in for the MVP every single year. He plays high level. He knows how to win playoff games. Now, he hasn't won the game, but he knows how to win playoff games. And so, I mean, are you a little bit scared?
Yeah, I mean, that was the one looking 2 weeks ago. You're sitting there looking at it. You're like, man, Jacksonville needs to jump up to that 1-2.
Yeah.
Because everything was panning out to where the Bills were going to be at 6. And that was the one quarterback you don't want to see is Josh Allen. Because there's no experience on the rest of the side of the AFC for the most part.
Yeah.
Can't count Aaron Rodgers. But, I mean, that was the one matchup you did not want to see as far as Jacksonville goes. But Jacksonville's rolling right now. I mean, they are. Their last 6 or 7 games is like an average margin of 19 points. I mean, they're killing them.
The deal is that they've been able to do the things that they needed to do. And I'm not trying to act like I'm a know-it-all, but they've done exactly what we talked about when we did our pregame or preseason stuff that we talked about with the Jaguars. They got Trevor Lawrence starting to move the ball with his legs.
Yes.
And they depended on that because that's what, when Clemson was winning national championships with Trevor Lawrence, which only won one with him, but when they did win with him, they made him run the football. And, you know, they didn't worry about the injuries and all that, you know, and he had to learn what Liam Cohen wanted him to do. And because they had a little, you know, they had some strife on the sideline a couple of times because he didn't understand and he was, you know, high level as well. And so, but the big thing is ETN running the football and then those wide receivers getting out there catching the football. Adding Jacoby Myers was a huge
Myers was
deal.
huge. I mean, that opened it up too for him. And then Parker Washington's now stepped up and then you have Brian Thomas. So Trevor has the room to run because they're not loading the box.
Yeah, they're not one-dimensional. No, they're not one-dimensional anymore.
They can beat you anyway. So,
and that's the thing. Like, so the question is going to be which Josh Allen's going to perform, and that's the whole reason why he changed the Jaguars. Josh Allen changed his name or didn't change it, but added it so that he wouldn't be confused. But now both of those guys are going to be on the field, and if Josh, is it Kiner? Is that what it is? What's his name? Josh Allen? Hines, that's it. Josh Hines Allen can do it, then Josh Superman Allen can't. Best quarterback in the NFL?
Who?
Josh Allen.
Ooh, wow. I don't know. No, he's not.
Okay, you think so? If he's not one, he's definitely two, right?
He's the best quarterback in the playoffs. I mean, I'll give him that.
Yeah, because Justin Herbert's more inconsistent.
Yeah. Oh, Herbert. Yeah, until he proves it in the playoffs. I mean, last year he threw 4 picks all regular season, threw 4 against the Texans. And
Hurts is just winning games.
Yeah, but, I mean.
You're not saying Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL.
No. He's not even top 3. But he gets the job done. Where Mahomes, he not only gets the job done, but he's really good.
Yeah.
You know? And before the season started, you would have said Mahomes is the top 2.
Top 1.
Yeah.
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 And then now here we're going to, write him out of the top 3?
No, not because he's injured. I'm not going to do that. He's number 1. Yeah. Who would you say is number 2? Has to be Allen, right?
Yeah.
It ain't Brock Purdy. It ain't Stafford.
No.
He's
3 would be probably Stafford to me. So
yeah, Jordan Love is a top 8, maybe. No. Wow, y'all writing him off too.
Wow.
Well, it ain't Caleb Williams,
No, it's not Caleb Williams. Surprised you didn't say Joe Burrow, but it is what it is.
Well, Joe Burrow is a top 10.
Yeah.
He's not a top 5 though.
Don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I think Trevor's in the top 5 now.
He might.
He said he wasn't even in the top 10 in the beginning of the season.
He wasn't in the top 10 in the beginning of the season. No, not for me.
I had him at 10.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
But either way, give us your address. Tell us all of the what times again, just so that everybody can know, because we got to go to a break.
320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
And you're starting as soon as you get back.
As soon as I leave here, we're opening up the doors for the party tonight. So, and then tomorrow all day, Saturday all day, Sunday all day, and then Monday night.
Who's going to win tonight?
Miami.
All right. Well, we're going to take our next break. Thanks so much, Brian, for coming in.
Star Boyle House.
That's right. And when we come back, we are going to talk more about this college football Fiesta Bowl that's coming up very soon. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here at 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
This is Touchstone Service. The Red 70s studio line is open.
Demonstrate how to make a call with your dial telephone.
850-215-6290. Your home for the NFL. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This Saturday, it's an NFL wild card doubleheader.
Getting to the goal line and in for the touchdown.
First, the LA Rams at the Carolina Panthers. Coverage starts at 3, kickoff at 3:30. Followed by the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. Kickoff at 7:30 on your home for the NFL and Super Bowl 60.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. The rest of the day, there will be a gentle breeze out of the south-southeast, slight fog, and some clouds, and 74. Some clouds and slight fog tonight, a little colder at 62. Tomorrow, slightly foggy and partly cloudy, and a high of 73. About the same at 71 Saturday, and we'll have mostly clouds in the morning followed by very light showers. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Looking for the most romantic night out in Panama City? Ferrucci Ristorante is your destination for authentic Italian cuisine and unforgettable moments. The candlelight, the wine, the homemade pasta. It's like a little slice of Italy. From handcrafted sauces to centuries-old recipes, Ferrucci brings true Italian flavor to every plate. It's where love stories begin and anniversaries are celebrated. To reserve your table, call 850-913-9131. Ferrucci Ristorante, Panama City's most romantic escape.
No one wants to deal with a plumbing, electrical, or HVAC emergency. It's even worse when you're not sure what it'll cost, when it'll get fixed, or if someone's just selling you something. When you call Hiller, you can trust our experts to actually solve your home's problems quickly. And with true transparency pricing, you know the price you're told is the price you'll actually pay. Book online now at happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free.
All the happy-faced truck today.
The college football playoff semifinals on ESPN Radio. Tonight in a Verbo Fiesta Bowl.
From 47 yards, he got it!
Ole Miss faces Miami.
And it's intercepted! It's going to be a Miami pick six!
Then on Friday in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. It's Indiana, Oregon. The college football playoff semifinals.
Coverage coming up at 6, kickoff at 6:30 on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The new Sports Blitz.
Oh, yeah!
Rants, hot takes, and huge reactions are incoming on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget, you want to be a part of the show, you can be 850-215-6290. The Red 70s phone line, the place for your custom apparel, shop, and all things T-shirts, jackets. Man, they can do anything. So just go ahead and make sure you give those guys a like, a follow, and a share on Facebook as well. Tonight, it's the big one, Jeffrey, the Fiesta Bowl. You've already picked Ole Miss, and you said Ole Miss was going to win by 20. Do you still feel that way?
No, I said Hurricanes going to win by 2.
That's right. I'm just making sure you're paying attention.
No.
No changing, right? Still feel good about it.
This is another one of those games where I pick one team and I'm pulling for the other one.
So you really are pulling for Ole Miss tonight?
Yeah, my daughter's a senior there.
Yeah.
She's 4th year at Ole Miss. And it's for her, really.
Yeah, because you want to see her go to the Miami game, right?
Oh,
you want to see her go to Miami Gardens.
Insane. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad that my other daughter had to miss out because her freshman year, if she had gone to LSU, she would have saw Burrow win a national title.
Yeah.
And she missed out.
Yes,
and
this is the chance.
This is the chance for my only other daughter, to do it at her school that she went to.
What do you think is the keys for the game tonight? Like, honestly, give me what you think Ole Miss needs to do to be able to win this football game against this tough Miami defense.
The Hurricanes defensive backs are going to do a bump and go. They're going to get a little leverage on their wide receivers, and they can't let them get the pick, because that's what's going to happen is the Hurricanes, they've been doing it for years and years and years. They get the little elbow, little push off and stuff like that. They get a little leverage. They get the position. They look back. They know when the ball's coming, and boom, got that turnover. And that's what Ole Miss can't allow to happen. That pick 6 was too easy against Ohio State.
Yeah.
That they had. I think Lacey's going to hold on to the ball. I mean, it's in the back of my mind, though. So I think the turnovers, Ole Miss has got to not make the mistakes. And, Miami jumped up on Ohio State. Don't let that happen because, again, are these teams going to be scoring in the 20s? Probably. I don't think they're going to be scoring in the 30s.
This is where you've got to look at how, whenever I talk about you can't go game by game. Speaking of, I can't say because I beat you, I can beat him.
Yeah, you're right. Because the ACC did the whole round robin.
Right. But the way that I see it is for this game, it's going to be a little bit different because Ohio State is not the same kind of team that Ole Miss is.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
Yeah, you're right.
Sayin doesn't move around the pocket.
Yeah.
Trinidad Chambliss does. Bo Jackson can run the football for Ohio State, but the way they block, their scheme block's different.
Yeah.
Their wide receivers were really good.
Great.
At Ohio State.
Yeah.
They're good at Ole Miss. Tight ends really are probably about the same. But realistically, the one key factor that Miami is going to have to deal with is that the elusibility and the explosive play of Trinidad Chambliss. And the thing is that with Trinidad, he just goes out and plays football. And that's the thing. But the way Miami is so athletic, that's what's scary to me for that offense. Because they're going to have to slow them down. They're not going to be able to block them. Okay?
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to block them. So he's going to have to, that pocket's going to close in on him. He's going to have to be able to get rid of the ball quick.
The athleticism of the defensive line for Miami?
And the linebackers and the safeties that are going to be in the box.
Yeah.
And the thing is that with Ohio State, the problem that Miami knew that they were going to have is Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, which Tate, they kind of took him out of the – I think they just didn't throw the ball to him because they were throwing the ball to Jeremiah Smith every chance they got, which you can't blame them.
Yeah.
But does Miami's defense, are they confident enough that they can match up one-on-one with the wide receivers of Ole Miss? If that can happen, then now that's going to make it to where the safeties and the linebackers can really key in on Lacey and Trinidad Chambliss, and that's going to be the key for Miami's defense. See how different it is?
Yeah.
Whereas you needed to have your safety help, you needed to have your linebackers drop back in coverage because of the slants and the things that they like to do with Jeremiah Smith, throw him in the slot, put him in different spots, and throw the ball to him. That's something that if they can really stick or guard the wide receivers from Ole Miss one-on-one, and not have to have help over the top or have the safety help much, the safety can start walking down, then they're going to limit Chambliss's ability to get the big plays. This is the deal. It's just like what they used to say about Larry Bird. You know the ball's going to Larry Bird. You can hope. You can't stop him. Mm-hmm. You just hope you can contain him. And that's going to be the key for tonight. Chambliss is going to have numbers. I mean, unless he, goes on some kind of interception deal that he hadn't done all year. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's the deal.
Okay, let's talk about referees. If they hold the flag.
Like they have.
Yeah, like they have been all last week. There's two entities that I'm looking at. The Hurricanes defensive backs getting the pass interference not called, or the Ole Miss offensive linemen holding. Yep. That's the two things that I'm thinking about as far as holding the flag. That's going to help either team out.
Well, they're going to let you know pretty quick by the time they get started. I think that first quarter, they're going to let you know. Mm-hmm. But
they might throw a couple of warning flags out in the first half and then hold off on it and not throw them.
I'll tell you this.
The middle.
I loved it. I love the fact that they didn't call it, but it also aggravates me because there were some egregious calls that holding. I'm an old school guy. If your hands are outside of his shoulder blades, that's holding. I don't care if you're pushing. I don't care if your hands get outside and they touch. You're holding, and that's just. And they didn't never call it. Mm-hmm. Specifically, they didn't call it against Ohio State. So,
and also there's the whole thing where the defensive back, if he doesn't look back.
Right.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are the two things that you're saying for this game.
Yeah. Hurricanes, the secondary, and then the offensive line for the Ole Miss. If you hold the penalty flags, that's the two groups of people who are going to benefit from that.
Do you think the stars are going to be the stars tonight?
Ooh, yeah. I think Bain is going to be, they're going to say his name a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's worrisome for Ole Miss.
Yeah.
It's like, here he comes again, Does he need oxygen? Because this guy's going to be all over the place.
So can you name anybody on the defense of Ole Miss?
Oh, goodness. No, I can't. No.
So,
they held Georgia to 34. That's not great.
They
held LSU to 19.
Does that?
And that's a horrible offense.
Does that kind of make you think, oh man, Ole Miss might be in trouble?
Yeah, that's the reason why I picked the Hurricanes. And the whole thing, I was saying two things before this whole playoff started, right? Miami's not been tested. Well, now you played a one-loss A&M, a one-loss Ohio State. The test has already been done.
Yeah.
This is a repeated test right here. Because guess what Ole Miss is? Another one-loss team. That's 3 one-loss teams in a row to get to the national title. Now they passed the test, And what was the other thing I was thinking about before this playoff started? I said Miami hadn't played nobody. Well, they played. Okay, so now they played some people. But, they don't win the close ones. Remember?
Yeah.
I said that. Because their closest win was like 14-point win. They lost by 6. They lost by 3 in the regular season, right?
Yeah.
So they lose the close games. Well, guess what? They beat A&M by 7, and they beat Ohio State by 10. So does that really count as close games?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I mean, it does.
The A&M game, I'd say.
And their playoff games, which adds to, you know what I mean? And don't forget, this is the one thing that you can say whatever you want about A&M. Mm-hmm. It's so hard to play at College Station.
Oh, yeah.
And they did it.
Kyle Field.
And they did exactly what they needed to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't have the millions of yards of throwing and all this and that.
Yeah.
But they were able to win the football game.
Yeah.
And that's a close win.
Yeah.
In an environment that's crazy.
And now it's harder to win at Kyle Field than it is Oklahoma. Alabama won the game, I get it, and they won by double digits, but Kyle Field is a hard place to beat.
Yeah.
It's a top 10.
Yeah. You know who else is a top 10?
Ford.
Auto Nation Ford in Panama City. If you are in the market for a vehicle, I'm telling you, right now is the time to go. The first of the year sales are crazy. You know, just the other day I saw a couple of the Expeditions. I went by there and I saw a couple of the Expeditions. I thought they were over 100,000, but they're not. So just go look at those. If you like those Expeditions, they got good deals on those. The F-150s, the Super Duties, and even the Mustangs. They got those in the showroom floor. You go look at that one. Go get you one of those, Jeffrey. You'd be a big timer rolling around here in Panama City Beach. But either way,
he's got too many girls as it is.
That is true. That is true. I mean, I don't think Panama City Beach could handle Jeffrey in a Mustang.
Hey, can you imagine?
Oh, I couldn't.
Shotgun in that car.
Bone Crusher. There's a reason.
I'll get so many girls, just the ones that he has to brush aside.
Yeah, just stay away. Stay away. That's right.
There's a reason why they call it a pickup truck.
Oh, man. That's true. And they made a song about that. That's a good one. But either way, 730 West 15th Street, right there by the railroad tracks. Go see those guys. Tell them I sent you, and they will definitely take care of you. Recommended Collision Center, your place for all things with your vehicle. Just today, I was talking to Brandon. We had text back and forth. I said, where are you at? What are you doing? He was at the police department writing an estimate. And I mean, that's what you do. You go over there, take care of your customers, give them a good estimate, and make sure they give you one of those get-out-of-jail-free cards while you're doing it. But either way, go see those guys. Brandon and them do a great job. They're craftsmen. I call them craftsmen because they take care of your vehicle, get your vehicle looking exactly how it's supposed to look. And then don't forget, January the 10th, which is Saturday, that is the last day that you can sign up for Panama City Little League. They're the same Little League that you see on TV, the Williamsport. That's the Little League. So sign up with those guys. If you have a child, a boy, a girl that wants to play baseball, softball, or you have a little one that wants to play t-ball, get them out there. They'll enjoy it. You know, baseball is that game that I feel like is like such the life game because it's like being on a team. You're going to have a coach. He's like your manager. And you're going to have people that you got to work with. You can't just basketball. You can have one player that's really good and you can win the game. But baseball, everybody's got a job to do. And so over there with the Panama City Little League, they teach you that. So go on their website, go on their Facebook page, Panama City Little League. You can also look at our website. What does our website, Bone Crusher? Give it to us.
ESPNPC.com and just crush the Little League button.
That's right. Just mash that Little League button and it'll take you right to where you need to go. But either way, January 10th is the last day for the spring season, so make sure you sign up for that. When we come back, we're going to find out who Bone Crusher thinks is going to win the game tonight. He ain't told us yet. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Call or text us now on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida, the Paul Feinbaum Show.
Legend is next.
Most embarrassing performance in the history of the program. Somebody get me a plane to Michigan and see if we can get them to change their damn mind and take this coach off of our hands.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, we will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they will get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting yours since 1968.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory or visit online, InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
The college football playoff semifinals continue. Tomorrow in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. The magic continues. Hoosiers! The Indiana Hoosiers face the Oregon Ducks. The college football playoff semifinals.
Coverage coming up at 6, kickoff at 6:30 on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Northwest Florida. It's the new Sports Blitz. Call in with your questions, hot takes, and rants at 850-215-6290. The Sports Talk Monster.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Your home for the Fiesta Bowl tonight, right after the show, Miami versus Ole Miss. You don't want to miss it. Also, don't forget, you want to call in, you want to be a part of the show? No problem. 850-215-6290, the Red 17's phone line. Your place for custom apparel. They can get you going right over there at Red 17's. Check them out online or on Facebook. Also, why don't we get some people to call in and give us your scores for tonight? Because that's going to be a big deal. I'm just kind of wondering who's going to get the score right. Because some people do.
So I said 23-21.
Yeah, but you never get it right.
I don't know. There was a couple of times where I was
you were pretty close.
Yeah, really close. Florida State games, I was pretty good at nailing those, and they're not consistent. So that's kind of hard. It's difficult to do that.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got one completely right. I might have got a half right or something. But
yeah, no, there was one Florida State game where the three of us, me, you, and Brandon, are all within like 8 points of the total score, like not total points added up, but I meant like we were 3 points off from Florida State and there were a few points off from like Pittsburgh or whoever it was, you know?
Yeah. I just wonder who's going to win tonight. I want to know, what the scores are going to be.
Well, you need to give us a score. Is it 27? What is 28-30? Who's scoring the most?
I think
you said it's
Miami's going to score the most.
So do you think it's going to 27?
I think it's going to be, man. I do. I think they're going to score 27 points. I think it's going to be 27, 21, something like that.
Okay.
And I think it's going to just be, I think Ole Miss will score late and then need to get a onside kick or get a stop on defense, one or the other.
Yeah.
And I think Miami will be able to run the ball or something and get a first down and end it and have to. I think Miami will be going into the victory formation to end the game to run out the clock.
So what I say on the Indiana, I said 30-17, so that's 47-44 for tonight's game. So it's not that far off. You probably think there's going to be more scoring tomorrow in that Indiana game, huh?
Yeah, probably. I think Indiana's probably going to be a lot higher. Bone Crusher, you have not said anything about Miami and Ole Miss.
Well, I got two predictions. One, Jeff's got a date tonight. You can tell by that shirt he's wearing. That's the date shirt. It's got little lighthouses on it and stuff. It's got the collared shirt going.
Yeah.
The world. No.
He wore that shirt so he could take it off later. That's why he wore that shirt.
He's got a product in his hair.
I think I might pop into Lone Star Boyle House and see, what's the not the action over there, but like how the setup is, and then there's no Georgia Bulldogs barking, so it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Bone Crusher likes some Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Carson Beck is going to, I think, kind of what you were hinting at in the last couple of minutes. I think we're going to see the game's not going to be about Carson Beck until that moment, and we're going to see if he's a really good or a great college quarterback or if he's got next level stuff.
Yeah. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I like Carson Beck. I'm him and his Lamborghini thing. Give me a break.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Let's read some of the Facebook posts here. Christopher Multiconte, 38-24, Miami. 38-24. Yeah, so he believes they're going to score some points.
That is some points there. He's taking over for sure.
Yeah, Chris Steffen said, Ole Miss has a great kicker. Take that for what it is. You know what?
It's the sad part is I said 21, so that's 3 touchdowns. So the kicker is going to go in there for extra points. I don't know.
You know what? But Chris has got a good point here. When you have a good kicker, it allows you the ability to go for stuff and not have to worry about whether or not they're going to, kick the field goal. Why are you looking like that?
Yeah, because I think the exact opposite. I think that you're not going to go for it on fourth down, but you have a kicker that'll kick.
No. I'm talking about third down. You'll go for the bigger plays.
Third down. Okay.
Knowing that you've got this in the bag because your kicker's so good. Yeah. I'm not saying you got a good kicker and you're going for fourth down. No,
like,
that doesn't make any
sense.
Right. So either way, I had to draw you a picture.
Yeah, no, I got it. The third down marker's up now.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
But 38-24. Wow. I mean, when's the last time Miami scored 38? I have to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. But either way, we are taking your calls, 850-215-6290. Give us your score of the game tonight. That would be that you think. And you know what? Shoot, if we got to, we'll give you something. If somebody can hit the right score tonight, if we can keep up with it, somebody hits the right score, we might be able to give away some kind of prize. Don't you think that'd be a good idea?
I think we could come up with a $25 gift certificate to Lone Star Boil House.
You know what? That's what we're going to do. $25 gift certificate, Lone Star Boil House, to the person that gets the score right. We'll keep up with it. Bone Crusher, we'll take your call. You can give us the score, and we'll do it. So either way, that's a good way to do it. So I don't know.
Hurricanes scored 38 or more points 6 out of their 12 regular season games.
Wow, so you were shocked just now because you didn't think they did you?
They ran some points up on some teams.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I mean, that was
that's half their games.
So who were the teams that they scored 38 against?
Well, there's going to be a cupcake in there, and it's Bethune-Cookman. South Florida scored 49 on them. That was a pounding. That was probably the best offensive performance of the year. Stanford 42. Okay, I understand that. Syracuse 38. Syracuse wasn't having a good year this year. 41 on NC State was a really great showing. And then 38 in the season finale at Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Well, Waylon Hill says that Ole Miss is going to win 30-17 tonight.
That's the score I put for Indiana.
So there you go. That's something else. Christopher Monteconti said that Miami beat Pitt 38.
38. Yeah, 38. So that's the 38 as the season finale at Pittsburgh, which I thought was going to be a lot closer than that score.
Yeah, I didn't. I think I was the one that was like it was definitely going to win that one. I
knew Miami was going to win it, but the 38-7, I was like, wow, okay, they're turning it up at the end of the year like that.
But they played against a lowly Florida State team. That's what you based that on.
You're talking about Miami?
About Pitt.
Oh, Pitt. Yeah, was that the sloppy game? Yeah, that was a sloppy, ugly game. Oh, my God, Pitt was horrible in that game. Yeah. And Florida State gave that game to them. It was awful.
Yeah. So, I don't. So, either way, just so you know, you can call in, you can text in the Red 70s phone line. Give us your score. The score, person that gets it right, $25 gift card to Lone Star Boil House. I'm surprised about something. And that is, they've taken away the game being about Lane Kiffin. It was about Lane Kiffin with the Georgia game.
Yeah, you're right.
It was huge.
Yeah, it was.
It was a big story. There was talks that the governor was coming with Lane Kiffin, but
it was the opposite of win one for the Gipper.
So does it surprise you, though, that because there were questions asked, because two of the coaches now are not going to be in this game tonight. And, Pete Golden talked about it in the presser, definitely was asked about it. And people are giving Lane Kiffin a little grief over it. What do you think about it? Being an LSU fan, they're giving him grief over it. They feel like that at the beginning he was like, if you don't get on the plane right now, you're not going to go with me. Then he changed it because of all the backlash about all the people, because they all got on the plane with him. It was like, man, and then all of a sudden he started reading what Twitter was saying, reading what everybody was saying.
He caved.
And then he said, hey, y'all go back and coach them. I'm cheering for him. I might even show up, right?
Yeah.
And then he didn't. And then now he kind of went back and got two of his coaches to come. What do you think about that?
Well, Charlie Weiss Jr. is the one that most people are talking about, right?
Yeah, I mean, they were talking about the other two that come back, though, that didn't stay with Ole Miss.
I mean, I think it was the right thing for them to do, and I'm glad that they did it. and it kind of speaks to volumes of the whole thing about getting on the plane and leaving with me. Lane Kiffin, I didn't like that look at all. And him caving into what other people think, that's not usually his MO. And I don't like him saying that or doing that action, you know?
Yeah.
It's like wishing the company who employed you for 6 years and saying, you know, give him the finger walking out the door, and I'm not all into that.
Yeah. Well, Mike has called in, and he said that 27-24 Ole Miss. Waylon Hill says that this game is about the trenches. Miami may have the edge there.
Oh, yeah.
So that's really what you're looking at. And I think so, too. With Mario Cristobal, he has done one thing, and that's what he talked about when they interviewed him with the College Game Day crew with Coach Saban being there. He's talking about being able to have big, strong, athletic offensive linemen and defensive linemen to be able to basically cover the space. I can't use the wordage that he used because I don't, cuss on the air. But what I'm saying is that, having those big physical linemen offensively and defensively, that's really where. But see, for me, tonight's game's not going to be about that. Tonight's going to be about the stars to me. I don't think it's going to be about the other guys that aren't stars. I think everybody's going to do their job. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, if you blow an assignment and a star doesn't and they still throw it, that I get all that. But what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. If the stars are going to play tonight and whoever is the biggest stars are going to win. That's it's just going to be that style of game to me. I think it's going to be up to Carson Beck. I think it's going to be up to Fletcher. I think it's going to be Mesidor. I think it's going to be Bain. And on the flip side, I think it's going to be Trinidad Chambliss, Kejuan Lacey, and whoever's blocking Mesidor and Bain. I can't name them.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. But I mean, that's okay, but they know who they are. They're played SEC. We can't overlook the fact that Ole Miss has only lost one game in the SEC. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't know what strength of schedule they had.
And it was between the hedges.
Yeah. It was against whom everybody. You can say what you want. Everybody was talking about Georgia being the best team in the country, especially after they did that shellacking to Alabama in the SEC championship. Everybody said nobody wants to play Georgia.
Yep.
If you remember.
Yep.
Georgia was the hot team. You know what Ole Miss did? Played Georgia. You know what they did? Beat Georgia.
Yeah.
And they beat them in their own game, which was run the football and score points.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying is tonight's matchup is going to be a game of superstars. And whose star is going to shine the most? So just so you know, I'm picking that Carson Beck is probably going to be the MVP of the game tonight. They'll give the MVP tonight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it's going to be a big deal and all that. So
can I guess it's going to be Bain?
Really?
Yeah. I think he's going to get a swap at the ball, and the ball's going to go loose, and somebody else might jump on it. So it might not be Bain's fumble recovery, but it'll be the forced fumble.
Yeah. Well,
so let's talk about something for a second. Ole Miss is a third-place SEC team. Hurricanes are a third-place ACC team. And Oregon's a third-place Big Ten team. We have 3 third-placers in this thing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And Indiana's the only one that's won their conference that's still in this. So a 4-team playoff, these 3 teams would not have been talked about.
Right. They would have not made it. I actually had a conversation about that last night after the show when I was on the phone, and you remember the old school days where you would have teams like Alabama, teams like Georgia, they would lose one ball game and that would knock them out at the end of the year. Yeah. And it bids to wonder who really would have been national champions if we would have had this situation. Obviously we don't.
Yeah.
We didn't at the time. But really, if you look at like say, for example, when Tim Tebow lost to Alabama in the SEC championship, that knocked them out. When he cried, when he was doing the crying. And that's the thing. Like, could that team come back and beat Alabama? Because that game was, I mean, you know what I mean? It's hard to beat somebody twice.
Or what if Trevor Lawrence was knocked out before he played Bama?
Yeah.
And then Alabama would have had another title. What?
Yeah, that's true.
A possibility.
That's really the key when you look at it now. You've got enough where you got 3 teams that are third teams in their league.
Yeah.
And,
Ohio State was a
making it.
4th place Big Ten team last year, and they won the whole thing.
And they won it all. Yeah. But you don't think so. You don't think that's going to happen. You think finally America got it right on the picking. You think Indiana is going to win the whole thing. I can see it in your eyes.
I do think that Indiana is going to win the whole thing.
I know. I thought you did.
And you know, traditionally, the fastest teams in the nation are in the SEC and the Pac-12. And the Pac-12 is gone. And the one team outside of those 2 conferences that can run with them speed-wise, it's the Miami Hurricanes, and it's been numerous times that they've done that.
Yeah, that's true. But either way, we're going to come back after the break. We got some portal news to talk about. Somebody that we talk about on this show a lot. He's picked a school. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Red 70s studio line is now open. 850-215-6290. Take ESPN Northwest Florida with you everywhere you go.
Anytime, anyplace, anywhere.
The Sports Talk and live play-by-play doesn't have to end when you get out of the car. The ESPN Northwest Florida app streams your favorite Sports Talk hosts and the biggest games in ultra-high fidelity.
This is of utmost importance in travel.
Take the Sports Talk monster with you anywhere you go. Available for Android and iPhone.
Use it anywhere or any place. This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. Tonight there will be a light breeze out of the southeast, slight fog at 63. A mixture of slight fog and some clouds tomorrow morning, about the same at 71. In the afternoon and evening, partly cloudy and slightly foggy and a high of 75. About the same at 72 Saturday, and we'll have slight fog in the morning, but otherwise a chance of thunderstorms. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the lives and great food on 3rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
In 2026, come on down to that boot store and pick out something that'll help make 2026 a year to remember. Choose from one of the largest selections of Western wear and accessories you'll find in the area and at an affordable price. For the hard worker, there's name brand Carhartt work clothes and all the right sizes with plenty to select from. That boot store, Tuesday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5:30. Next to Bill Burke Kia, 15th Street, Panama City. That boot store, where God is good all the time.
Your home for the NFL. WGSX Lynn Haven. WFLQ Port St. Joe. ESPN Northwest Florida. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
The college football playoff semifinals on ESPN Radio. Tonight in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl.
From 47 yards, he got it!
Ole Miss faces Miami.
And it's intercepted! It's going to be a Miami pick six!
Then on Friday in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. It's Indiana, Oregon. College football playoff semifinals.
Coverage coming up at 6, kickoff at 6:30 on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
Woo! Welcome home, baby.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It means it's 5 o'clock on this Fiesta Bowl Thursday, and you're off work and you're ready for the game tonight, just like we are. Man, we're pumped up. Right after the show, Miami versus Ole Miss. Coverage will start right after the show. Kickoff is at 6:30. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is your place to listen to it. Don't forget, you want to be a part of the show, you can be 850-215-6290, the Red 7 Tees phone line, the place for custom apparel, the Red 7 Tees phone line. Go visit those guys on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you can find them. Just type them in on the Google search. We're pumped up about it. We're ready to go. Don't forget also, we got a little bit of a contest going on. You want to call in, you want to text in on the Red 7 Tees phone line. Tell us your prediction tonight of the score. Pick the team, pick the score, win the prize. $25 gift card to the Lone Star Boil House. Now, if more than one person does it, well, I guess we'll just have to figure it out. Maybe the grand prize will be Jeff will come sit with you while you're eating at the Lone Star Boil House.
He'll feed you shrimp, look into your eyes.
Shrimp.
He'll peel it. He'll peel the shrimp. That's what he'll do.
My goodness.
But either way, we're pumped up about it. So if you do have a show, if you do have a prediction tonight, call in, and Bone Crusher's going to take that, and he'll put it down. And at the show tomorrow, we'll announce the winner.
So, but it's the closest, they don't have to nail it exactly.
No, they have to name it. They have to nail it.
They have to nail it?
They have to nail the score. We're going to have people.
Goodness,
we've already got
not easy.
already got several people that have already put their score in, so we're good. It's going to happen.
I was just wondering if somebody was like a point off on this team and 2 points off on that team, and they're the closest. They're the ones that get the basket.
Hey, listen. No. We're all about winners here.
Yeah,
we ain't about second place. You get it? You win. Yeah, that's right. You're first or you're last. But talking about being first, we got to talk about.
No, he's not number one. He's not.
We got to talk about some people called him the number one transfer portal quarterback in the portal.
Oh, Sorsby.
DJ Lagway has tipped his hat, and he is going back home to Texas, baby. His dad played at Baylor. Now DJ is going to take over the Baylor Bears wearing the green and gold. You like that?
Sure.
You think he did better for himself getting out of the SEC and going to a place where they do focus on throwing the football a lot more?
Yes. And I think it's good that he went home. And, RG3 is the only name that we can really name for Baylor quarterbacks. I'm sure if you said somebody else's name, it might remind me, but that's it. That's the only tradition they really have going on right there.
Yeah.
Baylor used to be a big school way, way back in the days in the 50s and 60s. And once they got excluded, no, they didn't get excluded. They went to the Big 12. And that helped out their program, staying in the conversation. But they were kind of a doormat in the Big 12 for a while. And then now where they're at, they're still in the Big 12, and they're just another one of those teams that comes into conversation for winning that conference. And is it David Arond? Is that the old LSU guy? He's the head coach there now.
Dave Aranda.
Aranda, yeah. That's it.
So let me ask you this, though. If somehow, some way, they turn it around there and DJ Lagway gets them to a playoff berth, then, everybody is going to be like,
But I believed you when you talked about Carson Beck. I didn't believe you when you talked about Lagway. And I sat here quietly, when I heard Hobzilla talking about, Lagway. I was just sitting here. I don't know if you noticed and all that. I just kept quiet because that was his guy and that was his team. And I was respectful of it, but I didn't believe it.
But you also were hoping, especially like yesterday when we were talking about DJ Lagway.
Yeah.
When I mentioned DJ Lagway possibly going to LSU, you were so scared of that. And obviously with them not having a quarterback yet, that was a possibility. It really was.
Yeah.
But him going back to Baylor, when I say that, meaning going back home Texas. And being with his family, I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he does good there. I think he's got talent.
Yeah.
I think there's a reason why he was a 5-star player. And like I said yesterday, there was things that he did with Florida, against Georgia, against some of these other teams.
LSU,
he played
Ole Miss.
Good, but LSU this year kind of, is the sticky factor.
That was a thorn in the side this year.
Yeah, so
that and losing to South Florida, scoring 16 on South Florida.
Yeah,
that's ugly.
Well, we're going to go to the Red 7 Tees phone line. We've got Chris on the line. Chris, how you doing today, my friend?
Good, Paul. Jeff, how we doing today?
We are fantastic. Give us your prediction, man.
You know what? I can't go too far away from what Jeff said. I'm going to go 27-24 Miami. It might be a little more points than what are scored. Miami's run game needs to be going. Miami's run game didn't do well until Ohio State's defense started wearing down. I mean, they kept on running the ball game and kept on punching them, but it wasn't until the end. So, man, Ole Miss is good. Like, they deserve to be there, and I can't take anything away from them. So I can't say it's going to be a blowout. I don't care about the defensive ends for Miami. Chambliss should be a Heisman, but he could have been a Heisman contender. I just think Ole Miss is too good for it not to be close. And I don't care what the Jimmies and Joes on the field say. Ole Miss got a good defensive line. They got after the quarterback well, and it's going to be an awesome, fun game to watch tonight.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, whenever we were talking about it, even just a moment ago, they only lost one game in the SEC. And I know people have given everybody grief over the SEC this year, but still, you still got to play football to win games in the SEC.
Yeah, this year you could have interchanged Texas and Vanderbilt for Alabama and whoever else, and Texas A&M, and I still feel like that you would have gotten the same ball games out of it. I feel like the SEC wasn't as top heavy as it normally is. It was just everyone was very, very good. Everyone was A to A minus to A in the middle there, and Miami just hot at the right time. You saw what happened in the middle of the season when they got a little on their laurels. The only team that's been dominant all year is IU, and I'm still not giving them the credit just because it's IU. I can't get past that it's IU.
Until you saw that score last week.
Yeah. I just think the allure of Nick Saban in Alabama is gone. Nick Saban's not walking through that door. They don't have their second team couldn't win the national championship like it could in the past. I think we're putting too much credence on how it used to be and how they used to be able to stockpile draft pick after draft pick.
Chris, I thought. Hold on a second, Chris. I thought we were talking about the college football playoff predictions. I didn't know where are we going with all this?
I'm just saying that I don't hold the SEC down at all. I'm just saying that it's just not the way it used to be, man. It's not going to be the top four teams like it used to be unless Miami can close off Southern Florida like they did in the 80s. That's the only way that I feel like there's going to be a juggernaut. It's going to be NFL kids want to go to Miami and have that star life like they did in the 80s. But that's I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of new champions going forward. I don't know if y'all want that or not, but that's the way I feel.
It's a big thing, but I think we possibly could see that if they close that door. You're right. If they're able to close the door to Florida and get all of the ones they want, Miami could be scary for a long time coming.
If Cristobal stays there, we know how Miami's been ravaged by the pro ranks. It was always the pros. It was Schnellenberger went to the USFL. Jimmy Johnson went to the Cowboys. Erickson, I think, went to the NFL as well. And Butch Davis went to the NFL as well.
Yep.
So, it's always the NFL getting these guys out of there.
Saban did too.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like LSU could have won 4 or 5, maybe not 6, like that he won at Alabama, but I feel like Saban could have won 4 or 5 at LSU. And made everyone's future thoughts of LSU much different than what they actually are. So, Paul, I got a question for you. You were talking yesterday. You've only got Miami, and I realize you've only got Alabama. That's your own. Everyone's situation is different. I've lived in 5 different states. My grandfather, my mom's dad went to Michigan. He was a gymnast and a cheerleader. My dad played linebacker at Cincinnati, and I lived in Miami from 84 to 87 in their heyday. So who should be my college football team, Paul?
Well, how long did you live in Ohio and Michigan?
All right, I only lived in Michigan for 2 years. I went to Eastern Michigan before I transferred to Wright State University to play baseball. So I was only in Michigan for 2 years. I lived in Ohio my junior and senior year, but I lived in Indiana for about 5 years between my 6th grade year and my sophomore year in high school.
Well, don't be a Notre Dame fan. That's all I have to say.
No. Well, my buddy was Jeff Samardzija, so I was a Notre Dame fan while he was there.
Yeah, he was a great athlete.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is that you can be an Indiana Hoosier basketball fan for sure. And
I'm more Purdue than I'm more Purdue than IU.
So basketball, you're Purdue.
I would say
Cincinnati basketball, but
I would say go Michigan. As long as you don't say the team that starts with an O and ends with a U,
and they have to spell it out for you.
I hate Ohio State. You don't got to worry about that. I really despise Ohio State and their fans.
Yeah.
Y'all don't hear this, but the athletic director, after they lost to Indiana, had to get on social media and tell everyone to stop sending the kicker death threats. And I realized most of them didn't go to Ohio State. They called them the Walmart fans because most of the Ohio State fans couldn't tell you where Columbus, Ohio is.
Whoa.
But the ones that went there, obviously, I got a bunch of friends that actually went there, but I know people who did not go there. And but you live there and you live it, and it's just like either you like Ohio State or you don't have friends for like the fall. So it's one of those types of deals.
I don't think Ohio State's even a top 5 as far as Walmart fan base goes. I mean, we know what Yankees, Cowboys, and Lakers, right? That's the bandwagon teams. And when it comes to college, I think it's other schools like USC. I mean, like, how many people really went to USC? There are a lot of bandwagon fans for that. Miami was another one.
Notre Dame is
I hate
one.
to tell you, Notre Dame is a perfect example. I had a friend of mine in college, okay? I said, why are you a Notre Dame fan? And he's going to LSU, by the way, okay? I said, have you ever lived in Indiana? No. You know anybody in Indiana? No. Are you Catholic? No, he's Baptist. I'm like, what in the world? You want to talk about bandwagon? Come on.
He probably didn't know Notre Dame was in Indiana. Well, Chris, we appreciate it, my friend, man. We do appreciate it, and we're going to I know that Robert – is Robert on the phone or no?
I think we lost Robert.
Okay, Robert's gone.
Chris,
okay.
What's your last name?
Stephen. I'm also Wright State Chris as well. So.
All right, awesome. Well, we appreciate it, my friend, and
cool.
That's I hope that you're right. I hope Miami wins.
I'm good no matter what. You know why? Because all y'all Alabama fans are like, Ole Miss can never win a national championship. So I wouldn't mind if Ole Miss wins.
You did say it, Paul.
I think we're.
James Hale said it too.
I think we're losing you. Sorry about that.
You're going through the Mobile Tunnel.
That's right.
Bye, y'all.
All right, Chris. Thanks, man.
So I'll say one number, 27. It's not a bad number because if they could put 24 on Ohio State, and I know they got to pick 6.
Yeah,
27 is a nice, safe number to be picking for.
Well, we do have some Red 17s numbers predictions. I want to go ahead and tell Bone Crusher. We got Tim Adams says that it's going to be 27-23 Ole Miss.
Oh,
so he picked Ole Miss. Yep. So Lynn Haven Robb said it's going to be 35-31 Miami.
Scoring.
Yeah, so that's going to be
That'd be exciting.
James Waddle says that Miami's going to win 38-19.
Oh, that's a big win. That's the biggest spread we've had so far. Now the caller in had a score.
Yeah, it was 40.
Robert?
Yeah, it was like 45 to
3.
Yeah.
And that's like a headbanger. I'm like, that ain't happening. I've seen craziness, but that's beyond me.
Yeah, I don't see it. And Waylon says that he's going to take hotty toddy, the bend don't break defense. But Waylon, you didn't put the score down, so make sure you put the score in. We'll get Bone Crusher to write it down for you. You know, Chris is right, though. I mean, realistically, who is going to win this game? It could be either one. It's not a far-gone conclusion. Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody and their mom picked Ole Miss to lose to Georgia.
Yeah.
And I believe everybody in the country, they put everybody in the country on notice because realistically, who in the world, you know what I mean, is going to be? So we got Arnold going, is that 26-17 or 20-17? Are you there, Arnold?
26.
All right, 26-17 Ole Miss.
A lot of field goals.
You think it's going to be a defensive game then, right?
Yeah, somewhat. Now, I went back and looked at the 2024 game where Georgia was number 3 in the nation, and Ole Miss was like 16, and they started that guy Simmons. It wasn't Jackson Dart. Well, Carson Beck went, I'm wanting to say he went 21 for 30 with no touchdown, got sacked one time. Something else fell off.
What's that?
They didn't anticipate the defense being able to stop like they do. But now, I'm going to tell you, don't overrule that defense because they put a whipping on Georgia on the defensive line. You can't blame it all on coaching, which I would on Mike Bobo, because Mike Bobo is a Bobo. But all I'm saying is watch that defense. That defense is going to stand up, I believe.
Well, if it's
y'all have a good day, man.
All right, thank you so much. Go ahead.
And I really appreciate your show. It's really informative.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right. If it's 26, I'm not saying that's 4 field goals and 2 touchdowns, but that's usually how it pans out. If it's going to be 26, they're either missing an extra point or going for 2 and not getting the extra point, or they're getting a safety, because the Hurricanes kicker was horrible against A&M. And I know the wind was blowing like 30-mile-per-hour winds, but they don't have the kicker. They only kicked 1 field goal against Ohio State. So 26 is kind of an oddball number. But I don't know. Some of these people are picking higher scores. I would tend to more believe them than I would, something like a 26-17.
Yeah, the 26-17 could be missed field goal or an extra point, which is possible because if you remember, pressure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we can look at the best in the world. Who would you say the best in the world is? The NFL kickers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're the best in the world.
I thought you were saying forever.
Oh, no. Last weekend, the Steelers kicker missed an extra point.
The
Ravens kicker missed a field goal that he would normally make any day of the week.
Yeah.
So realistically, with pressure, with everybody in the country watching, could be a big deal. But either way, we're going to go ahead and take our next break. And when we come back, we're going to finish up talking about some of this portal stuff. We definitely got to talk about who lost their job in the NFL. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here at 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Call or text him now on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is your spot for college basketball.
And it goes in at the buzzer. Got it.
Listen to select games from the LSU Tigers, Florida Gators, the Auburn Tigers, and the biggest games around the country play here.
Three-pointer. Flips it in. Oh, we saw that coming, Ram.
The most live college basketball in the Panhandle.
Game is over.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida and the ESPN Northwest Florida app.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Thursday's weather. Tonight there will be a light breeze out of the southeast, slight fog at 63. A mixture of slight fog and some clouds tomorrow morning, about the same at 71. In the afternoon and evening, partly cloudy and slightly foggy and a high of 75. About the same at 72 Saturday, and we'll have slight fog in the morning, but otherwise a chance of thunderstorms. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
The Gator Boys are back.
Florida will cut down the nets. Winners of the national championship.
And ready to defend their national title.
The rack, layup, good and one. Off for the rim. Alley-oop dunk, smashed down by Condon. Oh, yes, sir. Gets the foul line extended, rises for three. Bang, he got it to the rack. Dunks it with two hands.
On your home for Florida basketball.
Catch select Florida Gator basketball games on 104.3 ESPN.
Northwest Florida.
The college football playoff semifinals continue. Tomorrow in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
The magic continues. Hoosiers!
The Indiana Hoosiers face the Oregon Ducks. The college football playoff semifinals.
Coverage coming up at 6, kickoff at 6:30 on 104.3 ESPN, Northwest
The
Florida.
phone lines are open, the opinions are flowing, and the arguments are just getting started.
You cannot give LSU extra opportunities. With just one loss, they can sneak in there.
They're playing championship football.
The Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson is back, and we're putting you in the game.
He has not turned the ball over.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We're so glad that you joined us today on this beautiful Thursday in the Panhandle. This is the Fiesta Bowl Thursday show. Miami versus Ole Miss tonight right after the show. 6 o'clock, you'll get to hear the talking heads, but the kickoff is at 6:30. Don't forget, you want to be a part of the show, you can be. 850-215-6290, the Red 7T's phone line. Don't forget, also, you can also call in or text in on that line as well to give your playoff prediction of tonight's game. If you pick the score, you will win a $25 gift certificate to the Boyle House. Now, how we would do it, we'll just go by your pick. So there you go. That'll be how it works. Bone Crusher, you good with that?
And Robert with the wild card pick, 45 to 3 Miami. Thanks, Robert.
Wow, Robert, 45 to 3. That means that's a shellacking. That means everything Carson Beck throws up goes for a touchdown tonight. So either way,
I had to look at the clock. See if it was 4:20 and someone was smoking.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. I'm just
all
joking.
right, so we got to get into and you can call in or text in on that line as well, even though we're not talking about it just right now. We're going to talk about something that I thought was kind of unique. So supposedly today, Sam Leavitt was in Tennessee, and he's fighting for being able to be the quarterback at Tennessee, or is he going to be the quarterback at LSU? Those are the two picks that everybody's been talking about. Now, it has been told to me by an insider that Sam Leavitt extended his time with the Volunteers and is going to stay another day so that he can be evaluated by the medical staff. How does that make you feel? Sounds pretty promising for the Volunteers.
Yeah, it does. I'm happy for them. I kind of wonder who LSU's quarterback is going to be. I mean, I'm always going to think about my team, but I don't hate it. Leavitt going to Tennessee. I think it's a good idea for it. But the whole thing about Joey Aguilar, I mean, this whole thing is not done, right? He asked for another year of eligibility.
Yeah, he did, but it's kind of like not a good chance.
Yeah,
but the other thing is that if Sam Leavitt signs with them, I think Joey Aguilar has to go in the portal if he does stay.
Or go pro.
I
think he should go pro.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll tell you right now, I wrote it down. It's in my car. I have a list of, you said is the worst quarterback class going in not next year.
One of the worst,
this April. Yeah. There's two of them that are actually worse than this upcoming years. And it was 19, and I think the other year was either 22 or 23. And basically, the 22 or 23 was like Stroud and Bryce Young, right? Is that right?
Yeah. You're saying that's worse than this one?
That was the only two guys in that whole draft.
They've got two guys that are in the playoffs.
Yeah, and Bryce Young's not good.
They got two guys in the playoffs that are starting.
Let's not go crazy here.
You've got to be kidding me. Now, I usually allow you to say stuff on here sometimes that I don't necessarily agree with you, but now you've done bumped your head. Let me check your drink because I don't know what you're drinking right now because you can't tell me two quarterbacks that have been starters on their team and has taken their team to the playoffs, you're going to call them weaker? Who are you going to say? Mendoza? I mean,
how many playoff games
Simpson?
these two guys won?
Both of them.
Stroud won one? I think he won one.
He's won one.
That's it.
This is the first time Young's been to the playoffs.
It was pretty weak. And I looked at all the guys on that list, and it was horrible. It was like Malik Willis and Pickett, and I don't know. This is a bunch of losers.
All guys who still are in the league.
Probably not.
They're still
Pickett's
in the league.
Gone.
Pickett's still. He's still in the league. He's still in the league.
Really?
Yes. Malik Willis is still in the league.
And then the 19 was just Kyler Murray. That was it. The only one that's still in the league.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I have to look at the other. They might. No, I don't think they're anywhere. 19 was a really bad year, and that was the year before Trevor Lawrence and Burrow came out. So it was followed up with a pretty good year. Yeah, and Tua also. Yeah, so that was a pretty big year. 20 was a big year. 19 was not.
This year.
So this is probably an average year, and I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say this is an average year for QBs in this draft.
I just don't think this year is going to be that good. I think I don't think no quarterback is going to really do great coming out. I don't see any starters day one like we have in the past.
What about Carson Beck?
He might be. He might be the only one.
What about Joey Aguilar?
No, he's not ready.
Okay.
No. I think Carson Beck is probably, for me, the best quarterback coming out this year as far as NFL ready. Not to say that Mendoza wasn't the best quarterback in college. I think him and Trinidad Chambliss were, actually. Yeah. But as far as NFL ready, being able to read defenses, being able to come up to the line with two plays and know which one to call, I think Beck will do a better job at that than any of those other guys.
And you don't believe in Dante Moore?
I don't believe in him at all, and you'll see why tomorrow night.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so that's calling out right there. It's like either show me it or not.
Yeah, he'll stay in. He'll probably stay because of what they're going to do defensively to him. Yeah, it might be a la Gino Torretta, Alabama defense.
So there's a mock draft, and Dante Moore's going second.
Number 2 to the Jets. And you can't tell me, and I don't like Justin Fields at all, but you can't tell me that Dante Moore is better than Justin Fields, especially coming out of college. There's no way you can't say it. I just don't see.
I don't believe in Justin Fields.
I don't believe in Justin Fields either, but I would not take Dante Moore as my second pick. But either way, I don't want to get stuffed on that. But the DeMond Williams thing has really taken another turn. We talked about it yesterday. So this is the kid that signed with Washington, re-signed with them, and then the following day went into the portal, declared for the portal, and Washington says, not so fast, my friend. Wait a minute. We're not going to allow you to do that. Yeah. And so with that being said, there's a fight going on, and
lawyers
are getting involved. And I read something earlier that said that it looks like his agent has dropped him, and so that's going to be a big problem. The implications are massive. One prominent NIL attorney told Outkick that the quiet part out loud programs now have legitimate contracts and legitimate attorneys from major universities. The stakes are larger, which means the liability is greater. So he threw for 3,000 yards last year, 25 touchdowns as a sophomore, while adding 611 yards and 6 scores on the run. LSU's reported willing to offer him $6 million. So that's the deal. So that's probably why, if you look at it, that's probably why Sam Leavitt is really trying to stick on with the Volunteers, because actually who's left? Who's left? Miami? Miami's left. Who else? Who else is left? Is there another big school that's left that doesn't have a quarterback?
Does Auburn have a quarterback?
Auburn's got Byron Brown that come over from USF. They come with Golish.
Okay, that's true.
So, I mean, you're looking at all
North
these quarterbacks.
Texas.
I mean, yeah.
No, it's nobody. They're nobody.
But, I mean, Alabama's not interested, it looks like, in getting a portal quarterback. I just don't see it. So, really,
what about a placement for Klubnik at Clemson?
Yeah, Clemson's got an opening there, so you got Clemson because he's gone.
We don't like. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
okay.
He's gone. That's it. He's done. So yeah, he's not coming back. So that's the deal.
And Virginia Tech already got their guy. So
yeah,
ACC's somewhat covered.
Yeah, they're all covered almost. I
don't know what Miller Moss is. I guess he's done with Louisville. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think he's leaving. Dylan Raiola, he's the one that everybody thinks possibly is going to go to Miami. So that's the word on the street.
There was talks about him going to, was it Texas Tech? And then Sorsby went to Texas Tech. So
right, yeah, that's done. That's done. And then the other thing that you got to talk about is Deuce Knight, who was the second-string quarterback behind Jackson Arnold that actually came in and played one game, and then Ashton Daniels come in and played the other games.
Yeah.
Ashton Daniels went to Florida State, and an insider told me today, actually, that Deuce Knight is just basically waiting for Ole Miss to finish the playoffs and all that. So it looks like Deuce Knight, which he was a 5-star coming out of Mississippi.
So who's the Gators QB?
They got... Who did they get?
I don't know. Austin Simmons just go back home.
No, he went to Missouri. Austin Simmons went to Missouri.
I missed that one.
Yeah, he went to Missouri. He signed with Missouri.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I don't even know what the Florida Gators QB is.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. We did not get a chance to talk about the Philo kid from Georgia Tech is at Florida.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So he came over.
Talked about him yesterday.
So Mike McDaniels was fired today.
Yeah, he was.
You're a Dolphins fan.
Yes, I am.
How does it make you feel?
I think it was a time. You know, it's bound to happen. And with John Harbaugh kind of looking at the Browns and the Raiders, and he's probably like, I don't want to coach either one of these teams. And the Cardinals are not. They're definitely bottom 10.
Yes,
landing spots. The Dolphins, and okay, I'm gonna sound biased because the organization is definitely top 20. That's being generous, right?
Yeah.
Not being too biased and everything. I would like for them to be top 15, but the track record is not there. And it's hard for me to say that because I feel like, to me, and again, I'm biased because everybody's different. You would never live in the city of Miami.
Right.
I actually probably would live in the city of Miami. And everybody to each his own, you know, some people like that's not even in the South, you know, they're so different, all this kind of stuff. It's an attractive place to live, you know, and they have great warm weather. And I don't understand why there's more great players that don't want to go down to Miami, but there's some kind of hex and bubble over that organization to where they can't get quality players. And then Jimmy Johnson's the only coach that wants to go down there and coach. That's a big name.
Well, let me just tell you this. I'm going to disagree with you because what I was going to say is that it's the perfect place for him to go because he does have the stalwarts or the stars there already in place to really add to it and really see what he can do with his style of play. The defense actually is pretty good. They've got a great running back with Achane. They've got Jalen Waddle, which is he's a good wide receiver. Do they keep Tyreek Hill? Is Tyreek Hill going to be ready for the season? That's a question. He knows how to manage those stars. Now, on the flip side, on the defense, when you start talking about Bradley Chubb and you talk about some of these other guys that they have, they got some stars on the defensive side of the football. So really, I know they got rid of Ramsey, and I know some of the other ones have gone, but I think this is a perfect spot. You got a new quarterback, so you're not loyal to him, but you got someone that's hungry with Quinn Ewers, or if you wanted to keep Tua and see what happens, that's going to be up to the owner, really. But the thing is that the inside connection is that Ross knows Harbaugh, and they're friends, and they're family friends, so that's a big deal. So I think it's going to work out just fine. I think that's the crazy scenario. And I mentioned it yesterday, and you thought I was crazy, but because you were trying to think of how many coaches and jobs were available. Yeah. And then when I said, well, the Dolphins, and you said, well, that's not available. I said, it is. It really is. It really came to pass. So with that being said, I think all of the things that you said about the weather and the place and the beautiful and the fans and all that, I think that's a good start. I think that'll be good for him. I don't think that division is too tough. I think he could win in that division. I think he could do the things that he's done with the Ravens. But do you think it was a good move for the Ravens to get rid of him?
No, because it was a field goal. They showed I saw a meme, and it showed a field goal, and it said, in the middle, it said, Ravens go to the playoffs. Left side, Ravens are out, and then the right side said Ravens are out. And that's exactly what happened. It came up to one field goal, and it doesn't break my heart. I don't know if they finished, 9-8 or 8-9, whatever it was, right there in the middle. They were that close, man.
And the thing, listen,
and you can't coach a kicker or say, hey, listen, and get inside of his head and say, hey, look, you're going to make this, you know?
Well, I'm just going to tell you this.
You put it in the hands of somebody else.
I disagree with you. I think the time was it was of the essence. 18 years is a long time to be any place. And there, you get lackadaisical. There's things
drive.
There's loyalty as well to players that you drafted, and you've seen them be their best. And I think it's a good start for him. I think, he only has he's getting up there in age. So, he's about 63 years old, 62, somewhere around there. So, he doesn't have 20 years left. So, I think it's a good move for him to go somewhere. I think the Dolphins would be a great spot for him.
Yeah.
Maybe if he wants to go somewhere where they've got an established quarterback, maybe the Falcons is a place to go. Weak division. You could get some draft picks. You could probably figure out how to get rid of Penix and get a first-round draft pick, maybe 2. That kind of thing. So either way, that's something on the horizon.
And we don't talk about the Giants, right? They're missing a coach.
Yeah, they're missing a coach. Yeah. But they're interviewing Mike McCarthy, I think, and also Jason Garrett. So the crazy thing is that as soon as Mike McDaniel went into the unemployment line, the phone started ringing for him, just so you know.
As a coordinator.
And the Lions have been on the book for the first call to Mike McDaniel to try to get him to the Detroit Lions to be there. Now, with that being said, who knows?
That doesn't sound like a Campbell guy to me.
Well,
they're so different.
Yeah, but
Campbell's like a freaking player.
I know, but offense, they didn't do well. They didn't make the playoffs. They were picked to win the Super Bowl this year by some people.
Ooh.
And they didn't even make the playoffs. So really, people are going to do what they're going to do to save their job.
Let me back up 1 second, though, on the Dolphins. Teams that turn their program around in 1 year, they usually have one thing in common. They lose a bunch of games that are one-score games. And I'll tell you right now, if the Dolphins scored an extra 8 points, which is a touchdown, 2-point conversion, in every single game that they played this year, they would have gone from 7-10 to 10-7. There were 3 games where they would have won if they just scored that. That's not good. The teams that usually turn around are 5, 6, 7 close games that they lose, and then the next year, boom, they're in the playoffs. This is not a team that's lost close games.
I'm not calling
3 games. That's it. They're not going to win their division next year.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I kind of am. The way these teams are turned around is if they have a quarterback that comes out and plays. If you look at all the teams that have turned it around, Trevor Lawrence, good quarterback this year. Caleb Williams, good quarterback this year. Look at Drake May, possible MVP this year. If you look at those guys are playing good at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
You get you a good quarterback and you can win football games. We're going to go ahead and go to the next break, and when we come back, we're going to discuss a little bit more of this NFL news that we just got on the talk, and there's a transfer portal person that just went in the transfer portal, and I think I'm going to be sick. You listen to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Reach out and smack someone. Call or text now. 850-215-6290. The Red 7T Studio Line. Your home for the NFL. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This Saturday, it's an NFL wildcard doubleheader.
Getting to the goal line and in for the touchdown.
First, the LA Rams at the Carolina Panthers. Coverage starts at 3, kickoff at 3:30. Followed by the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. Kickoff at 7:30 on your home for the NFL and Super Bowl 60.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida advertisers get results. Here's Max Fit Sports Nutrition owner Jason Kovaleski.
So if you're looking to advertise or if you have a small business and you're looking to drive traffic to your store, check out ESPN 104.3 with Coach James Hale Show. I've been working with them for 7 years. They've driven a lot of traffic to my business. I get people all the time in my store that say, hey, I've heard you're on the radio. It's one thing to advertise on the radio where people may hear it. It's another thing to be able to come on, talk to your customers directly. It's just one of the best form of advertisements I did, and I've gotten great returns off of it. So if you're looking for some form of advertisement to drive traffic, check out Coach Hale Show on ESPN. Contact Coach Hale, and he'll hook you up and get you started in the right direction and get you a lot more business.
Get results for your business. Call ESPN Northwest Florida. 850-215-4468. 850-215-4468.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals on ESPN Radio. Tonight in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl.
From 47 yards, he got it!
Ole Miss faces Miami.
And it's intercepted! It's going to be a Miami pick six!
Then on Friday in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. It's Indiana, Oregon. The College Football Playoff Semifinals.
Coverage coming up at 6, kickoff at 6:30 on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Master, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Sports Blitz.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson right here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Fiesta Bowl is tonight, right after the show. We got about 15 minutes before coverage starts. Miami versus Ole Miss. Don't forget, you can call in, text in on the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. Give your score prediction today. Whoever gets it on the head, $25 gift certificate to the Lone Star Boil House. We'll announce the winner tomorrow, but you'll already know you won because you got it right. So either way, call, text on the Red 7T's phone line if you want to enter that. You may say, I don't know anything about predicting scores. You never know. I mean, Jeffrey he never gets it right, so he tries all the time. So there we go. We talked before the end of the last break, and I hated to see it. I saw it earlier, and then I was just reminded by it. Isaiah Horton, he's entering the transfer portal. One of our best prospective wide receivers. One of those guys that you could see being a star. He was really good.
So nobody knows who he is. No, I'm just joking.
I mean,
he led in receiving TDs for Alabama.
Right. He was really good.
And he came from Miami Hurricanes.
Right. Yeah. So he might be going back to the Miami Hurricanes. But as you were looking him up, you told us that he's from
Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is totally Volunteers territory. And you hate that orange.
I
but
do
guess
hate
what?
That orange.
The only team that's playing this whole today and tomorrow is the Hurricanes. They're orange, too.
Yeah.
So Volunteers, Hurricanes, who knows? Maybe it's old Kirby Smart out in the wing there and brings them over to Georgia. You'd hate that, too.
The only thing that I can kind of put two and two together, let's do a little adding and subtracting here.
Oh, they ain't Vanderbilt, but let's hear it.
All right, so if Isaiah Horton has already entered the portal to come to Alabama, and he led in touchdowns, he knows that, Keelan Russell or Austin Mack is going to be the quarterback. All right? There's unless he just doesn't trust those two guys, or unless Alabama's not giving him enough money, or could it be Cam Coleman from Auburn is coming, and he knew that he was going to have to play second fiddle to him and Ryan Williams. So I just wonder if maybe Cam Coleman is the reasoning behind Isaiah Horton getting in the portal. There you go.
Okay. No.
What?
I know it's happy hour and everything, but don't be acting drunk.
I'm just telling you. When it happens, you're going to have to buy me a drink, but it'll be Pepsi. It'll be a Pepsi.
Be a Grape-A-Co.
Grape-A-Co. But either way. So let me ask you this. We will talk about it tomorrow. We got a little bit left. What are you looking forward to in the NFL games this week? this weekend coming up, because you got a full day on Saturday, Sunday, and then you got the nightcap on Monday. What game are you looking at? What do you think is the most intriguing game of this weekend?
I'll tell you what I hate to see. I hate to see the 49ers not score. I think that they're back, and then last week they just scored 3 points on the Seahawks. It was awful. I want to see Brock Purdy do good. I want that to happen. Of course, the team's going to be pulling for, obviously, it's the Jaguars. I hate that the Lions aren't in this for me to cheer for. The Commanders are out. I mean, all my other, I don't even call them side teams, but the teams that I prefer and I pull for, aren't in it. And the Saints and the Dolphins are two of those teams. I want the Packers to beat the Bears because I hate the Bears, okay? Let's just get over it.
Why do you hate the Bears so much?
I don't know.
Because it's the Bears?
It's the fans. It's their fans. Has nothing else to do. 86 Bears, I love them. They're nostalgic. It's a great story and everything. Sad that they didn't win 2 Super Bowls because with all that talent.
Hold on a second. Let's talk about that 86 team. You know what the saddest part of that whole thing, about that whole team, about that whole year was for that 86 Bears team?
That Walter Payton didn't score?
That Walter Payton did not score a touchdown. They let the refrigerator Perry go into the end zone and score a touchdown. They didn't let Walter score. It always rubbed me the wrong way. Walter Payton was one of the best backs ever to play an NFL game. So anyway, but either way, keep going.
I get that. Who else? I forget who. I want the Chargers not fold. I don't want them to fold.
Well, they've been inconsistent.
It's ugly. It's ugly, and I don't want to see. I want to see close games, except for the Bears.
Who do you think is going to for sure win?
The Eagles are playing who?
San Francisco.
That's a tough game. The Panthers are going to lose. How about that?
To the Rams.
The Rams are going to kill the Panthers by about 27 points. It's not even going to be close. That's the blowout of the weekend. New England needs to get some playoff experience if they're going to go far. Some people are picking them to go to the AFC Championship, which is mind-boggling to me.
Is it going to be close, though? Are the other games going to be close instead of the Rams and the Panthers? Besides that game, you think it's going to be pretty close?
Yeah. Seahawks are not playing. Broncos are not playing. Steelers are going to be interesting. I don't think the Steelers are going to score more than 24 points.
On the Texans, right?
Yeah, on the Texans. And the Texans are still going to lose. That's bad.
Oh, you think the Texans are going to lose?
I think the Texans are going to lose to the Steelers in a close one.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think it's going to be a lot of scoring.
So you believe
that might be the lowest scoring game of the whole weekend.
So you don't think that you don't have any, that means you have no trust in C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
And you believe in the defense of.
Oh, the Steelers? Heck yeah.
And Houston.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, there was a couple of games this year where I was like, wow. It was a Thursday night game in particular where I was like, I think it'd be the Chiefs or somebody.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, look at that Texans defense. It's crazy. Just when you thought that they might blow the game, the defense just put the clamps down.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this.
So what's yours?
I think that the Eagles and the San Francisco game is going to be tough. I think that they're going to do, you got to think Jalen Carter's going to be back full force. But I mean,
But you still think the Eagles are going to win?
Yeah, I do. And the reason why is because the 49ers have just been depleted on the defensive side of the football. I mean, they've done so good. I mean, Saleh, however you pronounce his name, he's done a fantastic job with being able. I mean, obviously last weekend was just a debacle for them, but still.
Well, weren't the Eagles playing the third string? I mean, it was not good.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, when you look at how good Christian McCaffrey is, there's only so much he can do. And for me, what's the MVP supposed to be? It's supposed to be the best football player. And if you look at it, that dude is the best football player. I mean, yeah, you got to give it to quarterbacks. And some people hate the quarterbacks because they say they're not real football players because they got all the rules about not getting hit and all that. But if you look at it, Christian McCaffrey as many passes as he catches, as many runs. And, I missed him so bad. I thought he was going to be too little. I didn't think he was going to be anything when he went from Stanford to the pros. And, man, did he prove me wrong 100%. I was 100% wrong when it came to him because he probably is the best football player in the National Football League. If you look at it, I mean, that dude can do it all. He can block, he can catch, he can run. And, I mean, he can't just run when he gets outside, he can actually run off tackle. He can run, in between the tackles.
Would you hate it if Myles Garrett finished 4th or 5th in the MVP race?
Yeah, because
he's on a trash team.
But if he was the MVP, then he would have pushed them to wins. But if you look at it, wins.
That's what's more remarkable about it. He's on a trash team, and he's doing what he did with the sacks.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
I think he needs to be in the discussion.
I don't think
he's a sack record.
I think he's good. I think he's the best NFL defensive player.
Yeah.
As far as, he's unblockable.
Teams.
But I don't think you put him in the MVP because
you're an offensive guy.
It's about who wins the games.
Yeah.
And defense doesn't win the games.
But you said it. It's the best player. It's not the best player in the best team.
No, it's whoever wins the games. And you take Christian McCaffrey off of that team. They don't win half the games that they win.
Well, you take Myles Garrett off the Browns and they go 0-17.
They don't go to the playoffs. Oh, wait.
They don't.
Go anyway. That's kind of where I'm going with that. I mean, you got to be at least decent. And, I know the understatement of being on a bad team. But really, that's the other thing. Let me ask you this.
And Walter Payton was one of those players. He was on a bad Bears team for years.
Yeah.
And they finally put it together, and he was on his last leg.
And it was because they had a really good defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, which Willie Gault and Jim McMahon wasn't terrible, but still, the defense was great.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. You're being a Dolphins fan. Do you think that if they do bring in John Harbaugh...
They will.
Do you think Tua stays or is Tua leaving too? Because John Harbaugh is one of those guys that he likes stability. He likes... people that know how to do, you know what I mean? I just wonder, you got Zach Wilson there, you got Quinn Ewers there, and you got Tua Tagovailoa there.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers got the start the last 3 games. The third to last game was just horrible, though. Actually, the last game against the Patriots was really bad, but I don't think they really had anything in them that game. And they upset the Bucs in the second game. Yeah. I think they're going to keep Tua for 1 year.
You think he'll let him stay that year?
And then he'll be gone.
So why do you feel so confident that John Harbaugh's coming?
Where else is he going to go? And he's the big name. It's not John Gruden. Come on.
So you don't think he would go to the Giants?
No. Giants, Cardinals are out. And the Raiders and the Browns is a joke.
So you don't think that Tom Brady could wield his fame and fortune to really pull in?
No, because John's not all about that.
So you do know that Troy Aikman is a part of he's an analyst for the Dolphins now to help them with their GM search and all of that.
How are these announcers doing this side job stuff?
I don't know, but you know what? If anybody wants my opinion, I'm available. You can call the show here and we'll get you hooked up and I'll do it. I'll help you find your GM.
Well, what if Auburn calls?
Show me the money.
Yeah, really.
But either way, but let's finish this. But we only have a couple minutes left before the break. The Fiesta Bowl, Miami, Ole Miss. Everybody's picked Miami for the most part. There's been maybe 4 or 5 different ones that's picked Ole Miss.
Brandon
picked Ole Miss. Right?
Oh, wait. Yeah, he picked Ole Miss, yeah.
Yeah.
We picked Miami, both me and you.
Yeah. And Bone Crusher picked Miami, too, because he loves Carson Beck and wish he would come back to the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
But
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you can't say that on the line. You can't say that. So, realistically, who benefits more if it's a close game, Miami or Ole Miss?
I'm going to say Ole Miss because they've won close games.
Yeah. And when you have an athletic quarterback in those close games,
they're the ones that pull it out.
They're the ones that usually pull it out. So if it's close, look for Ole Miss to pull this out.
And yet I just picked a 2-point win for the Hurricanes, and you said 3?
Yeah.
You said 27-24?
No, I said 27-21.
Oh, 6-point win.
Yeah,
okay.
So I said 6. So
still not too
It's not too far, but, that's where you really got to know, is there going to be field goals? There probably will be. Yeah. I just wonder, really, when you look at them, Carson Beck, this could be his moment. We talk about Heisman moment, but this could be his first-round draft pick moment. If he goes out there and is laser sharp and popping that ball around, spinning it like Joe Zazakias said he could, he could possibly move himself right into the conversation of being the first pick in the draft and going to the Raiders. Do you realize that?
Yeah, I do see that.
Then he can drive his Lambo.
Yeah, he can drive his Lambo all around the
But
Las
not
Vegas.
fast, not in Vegas, because they arrest people.
Oof. But that was a slap at Alabama, right?
No.
Henry Ruggs did that.
Vegas. No, Vegas, period. Even Alvin Kamara got arrested for that thing by the elevator. I mean, everybody gets arrested in Vegas. But they get bail.
So with that being said, I think with Carson Beck, I think this is his moment. If he wants to be a first-round draft pick, if he wants to really do it, that's going to be it. The other part of the puzzle is that Trinidad Chambliss has been trying to get a waiver to play next year, and it still hasn't come through. So this could be his moment. Not that I'm thinking that the Raiders would take him first, but definitely a team would take a chance with somebody of his magnitude of being able to run and throw and do all the things that are good, because he is little, but he's not like Tua little, and he's not like Kyler Murray little or Diego Pavia little.
So where's the landing spot for Chambliss?
I think 3rd, 4th round probably. Somebody will take a chance on him.
Well, what team? What team would be looking at him?
I mean, you got
hopefully not the Jets.
Either way, it's about that time. The Fiesta Bowl is going to be starting right now, right after the show. We will be here tomorrow talking about the results. Who's going to win it? The U versus the Rebs. Right here, 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. See you tomorrow, guys.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Who's going to advance to the national championship? Coming up tonight, it's the Fiesta Bowl. The Ole Miss Rebels collide with your Miami Hurricanes.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Lucas.
Coverage from